The Phillies, Brewers, and Twins all forfeit picks in this round, due to free agent signing. The Braves lost their pick as part of the Latin signing controversy. 79 Detroit Tigers Ryder Green, of Karns HS, TX. The Tigers should have some money to spend and Karns would make sense as another potential power-hitting outfielder. 80 San Francisco Giants Kumar Rocker, RHP, North Oconee, GA. The Giants should have saved money with their first two picks and will be looking at ceiling. I still think Rocker could be signable, and with his size and approach, he is an ideal fit for the Giants. A1 Chicago White Sox Adam Wolf, LHP, Louisville. The White Sox are about as conservative in the draft as a team can be. This is the beginning of the range for Wolf. It would be hard for the White Sox to pass on a former Ohio kid from Louisville. 82 Cincinnati Reds Tristan Pompey, of Kentucky. The Reds have targeted athletic outfielders in round 2, since they went with pitching there. A college outfielder like Pompey would make sense, in terms of value and what the Reds often look for. 83 New York Mets Steve Gingery, LHP, Texas Tech. Mets could take a flyer on Gingery, who missed most of the year with an arm injury. If not for this injury, he could have been a first-round selection as a potential back-end lefty. 84 San Diego Padres Jaden Hill, RHP, Ashdown HS, AK. Hill is a 3-star recruit as a quarterback, so the Padres could use the money they saved earlier on the talented Hill. 85 Oakland Athletics Zach Watson, of LSU. The Athletics get to add another athlete in Watson, a draft-eligible sophomore from LSU. 86 Pittsburgh Pirates Jonathan Ornelas, SS, Kellis HS, as Ornelas could have gone in round 2 and no one would have batted an eye. He makes sense for a Tigers team that went with back-to-back pitchers after Swaggerty. 87 Baltimore Orioles Blaine Knight, RHP, Arkansas. Knight is a great value pick, even if there is a chance he ends up in the pen. He has been a strong performer in the SEC the last 2 years, though there are concerns about his home run rate and slim build. 88 Toronto Blue Jays Connor Pilkington, LHP, Mississippi State. I could also see Richard Palacios here if the Blue Jays stick to the Bloodlines approach in the draft. After a pair of bats, a pitcher makes sense here. Pilkington is a young junior, who has a history of success in a top conference, even if his stuff was down this year. 89 Miami Marlins Blaze Alexander, SS, IMG Academy, FL. Alexander has been tied to the Marlins for a while and would be another high-ceiling selection for them in this draft. 90 Seattle Mariners Durbin Feltman, RHP, TCU. The Mariners just traded for relief help, but Feltman would give them another option for the pen this season or next season. 91 Texas Rangers Kyle Isbell, of UNLV. The Rangers have not had an issue with height in this draft, so, while Isbell is undersized, he has shown enough to be a value pick here with his power potential. 92 Tampa Bay Rays Gage Canning, of Arizona State. Canning would fit with the Rays, thanks to his speed profile. He might not be more than a 4th outfielder, but had some second-round talk, making him a good value here. 93 Los Angeles Angels Tristan Beck, RHP. Stanford. Beck had an up-and-down junior season. When one adds in his age, it is easy to see why he slid. The Angels took a California college arm who slid in the draft a year ago and it worked, so why not try again? 94 Kansas City Royals Jake Wong, RHP. Grand Canyon University. I learned my lesson, nothing but college starters to the Royals. Wong is a player who might end up a reliever long-term, but has a chance to start. 95 Street. Louis Cardinals Nander de Cedes, SS, Monteverde HS, FL. The Cardinals should have money for Cedes, who I think is likely go in the 3rd round. 96 Colorado Rockies Dylan Coleman, RHP, Missouri State. Coleman is another possible reliever, who is a very good athlete. He has touched 98 and has a slider, which should be enough for the 6 feet 6 inches pitcher to work out of the pen in the near future. His fastball has good sink, which is something that the Rockies look for. 97 New York Yankees Aaron Hernandez, RHP, Texas A. Hernandez is up to 98, with multiple potential above-average pitches. 98 Chicago Cubs Nick Northcutt, 3B, Mason HS. The Cubs have taken multiple players from Ohio over the years. Northcutt's power and hit profile would make him a good value at this point in the draft. 99 Arizona Diamondbacks Kyle Bradish, RHP, New Mexico State. Bradish has really stepped it up this year, which saw his strikeout rate jump this season. After taking 3 straight bats, a college pitcher makes a lot of sense here, especially one that has experience pitching in the desert. 100 Boston Red Sox Elijah Cabell, of TNXL Academy, FL. Cabell is another power bat for the Red Sox, who have gone out of their way to add as many power bats as possible so far. 101 Washington Nationals Sean Weimer, RHP, TCU. The Nats could target Weimer here as a player who could potentially help them this season out of the pen. He has 3 pitches he can routinely use to get outs, and while nothing he has is plus, he could be a quick mover for the Nats if they have pen troubles again this year. 102 Houston Astros Garrett Wade, LHP, Hearts LHS Al. Wade seems like an Astros type of pick. While he might not be the biggest guy in the world, he has had very good spin rate data on his pitches this year. 103 Cleveland Indians Richard Palacios, SS. Towson Palacios is an up-the-middle, cold-weather talent, bats left-handed, walks at a high rate, rarely strikes out, and just turned 21 last month. In other words, he seems like an Indians special if I ever saw one. 104 Los Angeles Dodgers Slade Oconee, RHP, Trinity Prep, FL. The Dodgers should have saved money with the pick of Grove, so here I had to find a player who the Dodgers would consider a buy low candidate. Oconee had injury issues this fall, which kept his appearances low, but his big-time fastball still made an impact.